arrived at Pocomoke River State Park, the Shad Landing Unit, and we checked in. We're at site 107 here in, I don't know, Deer Loop or something. And it's humid, it's warm, but we're going to take a little afternoon stroll on one of the trails here, and we'll head over to the Nature Center. That's our goal for this little walk. Okay, so right next to our site is a crossing of the two trails, the green and the yellow trail here. Our site is the last one on this little spur road, and right here is the end of the road. And just beyond it we have the green trail crossing the yellow. So we're going to follow the yellow trail to the left. Here's the big intersection, as you see. We're going to follow the yellow trail to the left here, which goes down to the Nature Center. And just behind me the trail continues, that goes down to the creek. So this is our journey right down here for now. It's really just a little walk, maybe half a mile out and back, that's about it. Little stroll. When we first pulled in, there were these gigantic horseflies that really just swarmed, it felt like, all around our RV. So we're a little tenuous getting out of the RV at this point. I mean, there were gazillions of them, and they seem to have left. It was just a little greeting to intimidate us. Everything is good out here. A little humid, overcast, upper 80s, and here we go, a little stroll. Well, it looks like we have approached or we're nearing the Nature Center. I think that might be it right in front of us. It's certainly in the woods. We're going to find out. Maybe we have to keep going. Let's take a look. Well, this sure looks like the Nature Center, but unfortunately, for some reason, it says closed.
Just like the pool is closed.
And yet, the hours say it's open. Yeah, we've struck out on a few things. The pool is closed. They're fixing it up. So here's our Nature Center in there. So just imagine what it would be like. That's it. We do have this little log thing. Oh yeah, nice. So this is some exhibit. I'm not sure what's happening here. It looks like seashells in there. A little fire pit. Picnic tables. And what look like the black-eyed Susans. That's it for our nature trail hike. Okay, we'll head back. Well, after that very exciting visit to the closed Nature Center, we're now heading the other way on the trail from our campsite, which is just to the right there. We're going to take the yellow trail in this direction down to the creek. Let's check that out.
Let's rest for a second. Let's rest.
Well, here we are. We're approaching the creek. To me, it really does have that bit of a southern look.
More like a pond.
Yeah, it does. Looks more like a bog, but it's a creek. Yeah, it's flowing from right to left just slightly. Right there. All right, and this creek flows into the Pocomoke River, and we'll see, day after tomorrow, take a kayaking trip It's a trail. It's actually in the creeks and the river. It's a loop. So we might do that in a couple of days. Right behind me right here is a mailbox in case you want to get some mail down here. Made a nice print. Of course, we're going to have to check it out. Empty, of course. Right here is another bog. I have to say, it's the first time I found a mailbox on a trail. Very, very woodsy area here. It's humid, but comfortable enough because we're in the shade.
We're headed to Assateague State Park to see the ponies on the beach. Hopefully it's not too hot.
This is called the Verrazano Bridge, I just saw.
This is called the Verrazano Bridge.
Okay, well, it's as Kathy said, we're here at Assateague State Park in Maryland, and it's a Wednesday morning and it is empty here. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock. A very cool breeze after the hot weather we've had. It's going to warm up later, but this is comfortable. So we're going to hang out on the beach for a little bit and take it from there. Hopefully we'll see some ponies today.
Oh, there's a restaurant here.
Well, here's one of the big attractions of Assateague, are these wild ponies. And one of the questions is, how did they get here? And as this sign says, they were here in the 1600s. So that's a long time ago, and they don't know if they were abandoned farm animals that would graze here, the farmers would put here to graze, or if a ship sank and these are survivors. But they're free to roam around, so here we go. We're going to roam and maybe we'll see one or two. I have a feeling we're not going to see them here on the beach.
Well, it says they come, you know, when it's hot.
Yes. But we're just going to enjoy the day. It's really, really pleasant right now. But those flags flying in the background are indicating that it's dangerous and hazardous out there in the water. So there's probably some strong riptides. Wow. How beautiful and empty and quiet. So Kathy, what are your first impressions?
It's beautiful. Beautiful beach. Assateague.
Asiago? Asiago Beach. we'll just go pick a spot. So we're finding these interesting little holes here. We're guessing must be crabs that dig holes and go down there. Look at that beautiful circle, and here's his little footprints over here or something. I'd love to see what comes out of there. Never saw that before. Here's another one. We'll have to find out what these creatures are. Here's another one. Long trails. We discovered the campground right here as we walked along the beach and just came up one of these little paths. There it is. I'd love to camp here. That would be beautiful, but it was filled up. So you just walk right up this path. Brings you right to the beach. Well, we're at the National Seashore here at Assateague, so this is the federal area. And they say you'll see horses in the marshes very often, and there they are, way out in the distance in the center. Right there. And over here there's one close on this side. Might want to hop across. Well, we're in the National Seashore, Assateague Island National Seashore, and we're doing our first little hike. 3 very short hikes. This is Life of the Marsh Trail. We saw about 4 or 5 horses out there on the trail somewhere out there. So we're gonna go take a look. Maybe we'll get to see them. And here we have a hunting egret. And he got himself a little meal. Well, there's a group of 5 of the wild horses, or ponies. Dead center, but I can't zoom in with this.
I would need a tripod to zoom in any further, but I got some.
Well, that was an absolutely awesome walk on the Swamp Nature Trail, on the boardwalk, seeing the horses and the egret. Cool weather out here after 90-degree and high humidity. Very, very pleasant and enriching. That was really a lot of fun taking that little hike. We're now at our second walk of the day, the Life of the Forest Trail. The first trail the Marsh Trail was more than I expected. And now we're going to check this one out. It's kind of neat. They have the 3 different trails of 3 different environments. The marsh, now we're on the forest, and then the last one will be the Dune Trail. So let's head down this way. Very beautiful start. Sun's popping out a little bit now. We're on our way out now from the forest trail, heading to the dunes. And here we are at our 3rd and final trail of the day here at Assateague Island National Seashore. We have the Life of the Dunes Trail right next to South Beach, which is just to the left of us. And let's check this sandy trail out. Let's see what we discover here. Well, we have these little short pines. Well, so far we just went straight in, and now we have this loop, so we'll check that out. It's a very sandy trail, obviously the most difficult to walk so far. But it's that unique dune environment. Love to see a couple of horses, but it's a little hot out here. Although they do say the horses go near the beach when it's hot to get away from the insects if the wind's blowing in that direction. Yeah, we'll see what we get. And here we have something that they call the Baltimore Boulevard. It's a leftover roadway. Let's take a look. Wow. It's built in the 1950s. And then a storm in 1962 seemed to do it in a bit. And this is what's left. So we're going to walk on this old roadway for a little bit. Here you can see the roadway took quite a few hits. Well, I took this little spur off the trail to the left, and it led us out to a little sand road. They let a lot of off-road vehicles go on here with a permit, and this leads us out to the beach. Just behind me is the gate to allow or not allow the off-road vehicles in. So here we have the Atlantic Ocean at Assateague National Seashore in Maryland. And here we hop off the old road and back onto the sand. And this seems to be the top of the loop. I think we're basically on our way back. It's getting a little stormy out there. So far, so good. This is nice at this point. As we head back, catch a little shade in this dune forest. Really unique. Like every national park, every national monument, seashore, battlefield, each one has its own unique character. Really fascinating and wonderful. Well, we're back to the beginning of the trail, just about to exit the Dune Trail. Really enjoyed those three, and we'll go have something to eat in a little bit, and maybe we'll hang out at the beach for sunset. What a great day here, walking those three trails at Assateague National Seashore. Excellent. And here are a few more horses. This is just over the bridge onto Assateague Island. We're just heading out, going to the visitor center, which is outside the park here. And we spotted these guys. So here we are at the visitor center, which is on the west side of the bridge, not actually on the island itself. Well, here at the visitor center, we got a clue to those holes on the beach. Apparently, they're wolf spiders, and they come out at night. Man, they must be big, because those tracks look like crabs to me.